Hi, beautiful Libra. This is going to be your reading for October 5th through the 7th. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Libra. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It won't resonate with everyone that watches. It will resonate with whomever needs to hear it the most. Check your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign placements and watch readings on my other channel, Soma, Chandra, where I read for all 12 zodiac signs if these messages don't resonate. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the link to the website to schedule is in the description below. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Libra Nation. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. This channel is dedicated to Libra. I also read for Sagittarius here a lot and sometimes Cancer, but I read for all 12 zodiac signs on my other channel. All right, Libs, let's get into it. Your guides told me to read this all from your perspective at first, like this is all you, but also to do a you versus them as well. The guides have been pushing me to do that because they're telling me that consistently single people that have absolutely no one in particular in focus are watching love messages, and to stop beating my head against the wall about that and to get creative and work with the energy that I have. And I said, okay, that's a good solution. Thanks, Spirit. Sorry, I wasn't doing that prior. I was just judging you guys and bitching at you and saying, don't watch love readings if you're single. That's not productive. I apologize. I had to get into my Justice Empress energy. Okay, so let's get into it. They wanted me to give you guys some advice, and they wanted me to use decks that I have not used in a while and don't typically use. And I said, all right, I like being thrown a curveball. You have red, free yourself from pain. Coral, allow flow and synchronicities into your life, but also lavender, connect to your body, mind, and soul. So this dark card did come in reverse. So some of you have been freeing yourself from pain and you're on the other side of it. But your guides are saying to you, as you move forward into October, into your life, it's important to continue to free yourself from any pain that you've been carrying on to, both emotional and physical pain. Okay. If there's anything you can do to free yourself from physical pain, don't ignore that. But you're meant to be freeing yourself from some kind of pain and allowing flow and synchronicity into your life. And I'll be honest with you, Libra, I think that you're trying, but I think it's a question of making room for it and getting out of a little bit of a state of boredom and wanting some inspiration. Not necessarily boredom. I think you guys need to make room in your life. And I do think you're tired, but I think you're trying to remain positive based on the cards I'm seeing. And lavender, connect to your body, mind, and soul. This is about getting in touch with yourself, in touch with your physical body, in touch with what your soul's path is, which isn't going to always line up with what we think we want, and getting in touch with your mind and your thoughts. The solar system wanted to talk to you as well. Come on now, Red. See, they really want me to focus on this, that there's pain you need to free yourself from. We carry pain and we hang on to it for a long time. Do you know that when we hang on to emotional pain, it actually weakens our immune system and our endocrine system? It's crazy. Like emotional pain will do that. So, what came out of my zodiac deck for you, the solar system is talking your first house, what people see and the impression you give. And Uranus, some of you have an Aquarius in your life or in your chart, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. This came in reverse. You're struggling with it. I think you're worried about what people think. Some of you maybe are not feeling great about your looks or your body. That doesn't necessarily mean that. They want you to think about the impression that you give people. And I think that you're probably thinking about that. Some of you are suddenly concerned about your looks, your age, your weight, your social media, what impression you're giving to other people. This is very important. It's really important to allow yourself to understand that you do have the potential to change and sudden change. Allow for an awakening, allow for an enlightenment. Maybe it's the impression you're giving others. Maybe it's the impression you have of yourself, even Libra, allowing yourself to change. I noticed that, I don't know, this looks like a young girl, but this woman looks bigger. Maybe it's just the way the picture's taken. What if you're looking at yourself and seeing something from the past? Yeah, they just told me that. You can change, you can grow. You're not who you were yesterday, right? Maybe parts of you are, but not entirely. So, what I'm seeing here, I kind of want to skip to the end, the outcome. The Eight of Swords, the Lovers, the Hangman, the Four of Cups. We have Gemini, we have Pisces here. So, if this is all you, Libra, in regards to relationships or whatever the next move is for you, this doesn't have to be about romance for some of you. It can be about career, a move, it can be about money, it can be about a family thing too. I think you have a lot of negative racing thoughts. I think you feel somewhat trapped emotionally right now. Tarot is very dramatic. She can get herself out of this. She's just got to think about it for a few minutes. She can Houdini that shit and get out of that, right? I mean, I could, couldn't you? We're air signs, we're smart. You could figure this out. Little trapped in your head the next couple of days. I think that you do want a lover or you want total value alignment. The lovers is about feeling in alignment with yourself, with whatever career project or hobbies or whatever you're working on, a relationship. The lovers reminds us that we have choices. You have some negative thoughts or just some worry surrounding this. You know, you might feel like the victim in a situation to a degree. And I think that you're trying to have the enlightenment here. Pisces is associated with Neptune, but enlightenment, that the hangman is a card of enlightenment, like Uranus asks you to do. I think you're trying to the hangman has been saying to me a lot lately, it is what it is. I did put myself where I am right now for a reason. It's to be able to see something differently. But you're kind of, you're doing quite a bit of emotional reevaluation. Yeah, about something here. Not a lot of action taking place because you seem to be feeling a little funny. What's between you and your environment is the High Priestess, more Pisces energy. So you could have another Libra or a Pisces in your world because they do have justice here. And I think you're trying to be calm and passive. You might be kind of quiet right now towards people or someone in particular. The high priestess comes when we have a secret or we feel the need to keep our plans to ourselves. We don't go racing and chasing after anybody. We need to listen to our intuition before we make a decision and move forward. There might be someone that you want to know about. They might be kind of being aloof with you or vice versa. You're listening to your intuition. You're being calm and passive. The challenges for you are Temperance and the Eight of Pentacles. So a Sagittarius could be the challenge. You could work with a person that you're interested in. What the first thing I heard was you're being kind of aloof here, Libra. I'm showing a bit of indifference and you work a lot. Work might be getting in the way. Work might be the challenge. In regards to your spiritual practice, listening to your intuition, finding the calm and the peace and the perspective, it's a process and practice makes perfect. So I think you're learning how to do this and working on that. For some of you, you just plain work too much, or you're trying to be indifferent in a situation in regards to career. It's going to be different for each of you. Deep within, let's start here. Two of Swords and Nine of Wands. I have several twos for you, and that does correlate to the coral card of allow, flow, synchronicity, and synchronicity into your life. The twos are about balance and synthesis. So when I have three twos on the table, I think you guys are trying to pick a path to move forward. Make sure it's the smartest choice for you, and you're going to avoid making the choice until you feel the truth of it. And it's really a question of, do I have time? Do I have enough resources? What do I do here? I think you're feeling kind of worn down, and I think you're a little guarded. Life's been a real battlefield here for you lately, Libra. It's a test of faith. Get some rest. The Nine of Wands is often someone who is wounded in some way. He's a wounded warrior, but he is not given up. It's like taking everything you can to get to the completion of your cycle. So take a knee. I see you taking a knee and needing a minute to make a choice about something. So maybe some avoidance. You see yourself, though, as the Sun and the Two of Wands. And moving forward, in the environment, I'm reading this all as you first. Your response to the environment is the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. I want to move towards happiness. I want my destiny to play out in a way that involves expansion. I'm going to hold still and gather more information and pick a path and move forward. And come what may, I'm still a real Libra. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Yes, I romanticize the shit out of life. Yes, I'm charming and creative. I really want to move towards something where I can wear my heart on my sleeve and I'm happy and I just come like the Knight of Cups, you know. And if this is a person around you, this is how they see themselves. They're very charming, they're very open, they're very outgoing, but they're not at all tied down. They like to romanticize a lot. They might be particularly fond of youth and beauty. They might be a very creative, artistic person, possibly. They might be younger than you, even, or you're trying to get this youthful, energetic, romantic charge into your life, and there'll be a lot of ups and downs. And the way you're feeling right now, Libra, if this is all you, Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, I think you've been hurt in the past. The Three of Swords can also be COVID has gotten in the way of your life, hasn't it, for all of us? You might have been in a love triangle previously. Um, you've had heartbreak and sorrow and grief that you do need to heal from. Seven of Pentacles tells me you're just kind of trying to stay in the present moment. You're kind of waiting for something to happen. You might be a little bit mopey, like this is futile. And the Two of Pentacles is, do I even have time for this shit? For some of you, this is about money and resources and work, because I have one, two, three, four cards of the Pentacle realm here. um, you're like, what do I do? I'm not really sure. I have a lot going on, you know, my job, my life. You could be dating more than one person here and you're worried about heartbreak. You know, that's also possible. And moving into your actions, if this is not another person, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, justice flipped into the reverse. So you're definitely feeling in your element, but a little out of balance. You might be having a hard time. If something's going down in a court of law, it could have to do with money. It could also have to do with children. It could have to do with work or business, possibly. You want to break through, but you seem to be holding back and holding on to a degree with this Four of Pentacles. You know that moving forward, you have to make a smart choice. I think you feel as though you have limited resources, even if your resources are emotions or time. Pentacles can even be waking hours, you know? Make sure you're not holding on to the past. But it's like a push pull here. You're like, no, 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 no. I'm the Sun. I'm the Knight of Cups. I definitely want expansion. But I'm feeling a little indifferent and aloof about my life. I do need more information. My intuition is really heightened, but that's not the moon. You're not feeling insecure. Yeah, I work a lot, you know, maybe I just need to keep working on myself or this. If this is a person around you, they hold back from you. They might just be lollygagging off to go do something else. It might be with a water sign. But they can't seem to serve justice with you. They are learning lessons of independence. They might be having a hard time dealing with facing justice. This could have to do something with court, divorce, paperwork, even taxes, a lease, a will, stuff like that for you, possibly. Or you're just, when justice comes in reverse, we learn lessons of independence that we needed to learn. There are things out of your life that are out of balance. And I think because you have all these twos, you're trying to bring them into balance. But this person, if it's another person around you, um, I think they're holding back from you. What they really want deep down is the Queen of Cups to the Two of Cups. Unfortunately, for some of you, if this is another person, they've gone off and they're maybe dealing with a water sign, or deep down, this person does want an emotionally mature relationship that has a strong heart to heart connection. They are very emotional to the point of maybe even being a little dramatic, possibly. If this is all you, Libra, this is kind of what you're going for with the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. You want emotionally mature relationships. You want love and caring. You want someone to be loving towards you. You want that, you want to give that to someone else. You want a heart to heart. But at the same time, you're like, but I'm so worn down and I have to make sure it's a smart choice for me. I maybe have not made the best choices in the past, Maybe I put too much emphasis on love or on work or other parts of my life. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing all this stuff. Your actions in the next couple days, Three of Wands, Five of Wands, Eight of Wands. Interesting. So you could be at a distance from a person or a situation that you're interested in. You're definitely holding still and planning for the future, examining that full growth potential of your life in the situation. That Three of Wands has been coming out a lot for you. Frankly, that makes me happy because I swear to God, that Ace of Wands was like your energy for months, and it just took you a while to build the momentum. I see it coming. I see the momentum coming. Giddy up with this Knight of Cups, right? Um, I think you feel like you're going to get out there and there might be tension between you and another person. This is sometimes where we get out there and we get in the dating pool, or we go to work every day and we realize we don't live in an echo chamber, and there'll be a lot of diverse opinions. People aren't going to be exactly like us. Can we be part of the solution and not part of the problem? For some of you, you're like turning your back on drama. This could be like family, friends, flying monkeys, other people getting in the way, and you're just like, oh, I can't, I want something different. But you could be thinking about getting out there and trying something with someone. The Eight of Wands suggests change, movement, and arrows flying, sending out the arrows to multiple places, multiple people. This could be resumes. This could be receiving and delivering messages on a dating app, maybe like you're just getting out there and trying it and you're like, all right, I'm going to stand here and watch and see what happens. You could just be creating, watching tension and watching movement happen. I think that you do want to be a part of it. If there's a person around you that's moving, that's reacting towards you, they're the Fool. They're not at all tied down, especially with the Fool and the Knight of Cups. Deep down, they want to settle into Queen energy, but right now they're the Fool. They're taking a leap of faith. You could be dealing with an Aries, another Libra, a Sagittarius, or a Gemini, one of the light-hearted signs. Page of Wands, strength. This person might go off and talk to a Leo, possibly, or they are strong. They do hold back to a degree, but they're a little bored and antsy, and they are in a mode of discovery. They're lighthearted. But if this is all you, it's like, I feel as though I need strength to get out there and look for inspiration and excitement in my life. I know that I need to start at the beginning. I know that I need to get out there and try something out with the Five of Wands. And I do need to make a change. I think you're just struggling with it a little bit because I think you want to operate out of a place of clarity. I think you want your destiny to play out. Sorry, they just flipped over. It's interesting that they flipped over. Okay. I think you're feeling quite a bit of stagnancy. I think you're having a hard time seeing something from a different perspective, or someone else maybe totally paused you, Libra, or you've paused them. I think you're done being suspended and waiting for something. And I think you're thinking, the world is passing me by. I've sat here and thought about this under this tree long enough. Nothing happens by accident in a tarot reading. I think you do want to connect, but I think that there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. If this is a person around you, they're playing out their fate. They're curious. They're not tied down. They kind of hold back. I think they're discerning the truth too. And they're going to hold back on something, either resources, or if they can balance this out with you. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Seven of Cups. So some confusion, feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed by your choices, needing to look in every cup because you want to make sure you pick the right one. You do have choices, window shopping for something, doing a lot on your own, wanting a payout here with the Six of Pentacles, wanting equal give and take, knowing that you need to be generous in a situation, but you're only going to give to a point, or you might feel as though you're waiting for someone's breadcrumbs. If that's the case, it's confusing you and overwhelming you. Yeah, big time. Anxious. Some of you have had a hard time sleeping. Some of you need a better mattress. I just heard that. I think you recall the past a lot and something that ended. You thought it was going to make you really happy. Some of you are letting go of things from your past and letting them die with the Scorpio energy here. You want to move towards happiness. There's the sudden change and the emotional mastery. You'll have to walk away from something first, or a water sign walked away from you or you walked away from them. Yeah. Okay, Libra. So that's what the next couple days look like. Your guides want you to focus on your first house. What people see and the impression you give. If you're worried about that or making you feel insecure, do some good positive self-talk. Think about the foot you put forward when you meet people, and if you're feeling insecure about yourself at all, sit down and write a list of the things that you really like about yourself and look at your best features in the mirror. I actually do this. I ask people to do this with me in emotion focused support counseling sessions. Allow yourself for sudden change and an awakening and an enlightenment. It's definitely time to free yourself from pain and allow for the synchronicities to come into your life. Make time for happiness and playfulness. This guy is way too busy to even see that dolphin playing in the harbor. Hey, let's go swim. No, I'm juggling. I'm busy. I am so indifferent. I bury my nose in work. Libra. You know you're the Knight of Cups. You do want to work on something with value alignment, though, but you definitely need to allow for the synchronicity to come into your life. Get connected to your body, mind, and soul. FYI, lavender will help with that. Real lavender, not that flowery candle lavender stuff. Real lavender. It's a pungent smell. Lavender and eucalyptus free your mind. They make you feel good. Try it. It works. All right, Libra, that's your reading for the next couple days. I hope it resonates with you and I hope it helps you. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.